Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we are almost done with the third tier of techs here in actually almost every category, which is fantastic. Now, there's a couple in culture beyond what we need, but Navy Organization is now finished, so we're at halfway through Navy, so we're grabbing Scientific Management in Commerce next. And then after that, we do need realism, functionalism, and phenomenalism in culture, because we did go all the way down philosophy for the tech point increase, and we also went down to nationalism and imperialism, because I thought it would allow us to core, but you have to be a great power to core. Ooh, okay. Most people are for either interventionalism or planned economy. Almost nobody's for laissez-faire, so this will generate very little militancy, so that's what we're going to go for. Fantastic. We do have more things being constructed, like the dye factory, which just finished. Look at how much money that's making. Wowzers. Even though it has 0 employees. We do want to slightly prioritize having people in these. Actually, we want basically no priority in any of these. I mean, we do need additional laborers. That is definitely a thing. But it's completely fine. Oh, hello. Everybody's in favor of free trade. That's fine. They can do that. Bosnia, huh? Oh boy. USA is backing Ottoman Empire, Germany is backing Serbia. This is not going to be pretty. We may want to stockpile some military goods. Realistically. Let's stockpile all of the military goods. Like, this is going to be a lot of money that we're spending on this. But I want to buy up everything in stock everywhere. Tanks, airplanes, things we can't use, canned food, every military good. Because... oh boy, look how quickly we're spending. It's glorious. We're going to go into debt here. And that's okay. This is completely fine. Look at this debt. It's glorious. Okay. Factory output efficiency tech. Fantastic. Next. We want to grab realism. And that's going to go super duper fast. Ethiopian trade policy. Everyone's in favor of free trade, so I don't know why we're debating this. Literally no one is on the other side of this argument. Okay, so we are continuing to go further into debt here because of our stockpiling. I just want to take a look at how much we've actually stockpiled. Okay, we're still buying up artillery. But we have stockpiled all of our ammunition. Royal Faction is the ruling party, so that's fine. I'm actually not going to stockpile tanks. And I'm also not going to stockpile airplanes, because we can't use them. Chinese Empire joined on the side of the USA. Okay, that's still going to be fascinating, because we are currently buying up all of the artillery in the world. And we're trying to buy up canned food. But we're spending all of our income right now on buying up artillery. I'm going to bump all of our taxes up to 100% for right now. Because we're going to make a lot of money when this war breaks out, if this war breaks out. We're still spending all of our income on this. And it's glorious. We're currently buying about 9 artillery per day. And we're also working on our canned goods, but we're not able to afford it. It's prioritizing the artillery over the canned food, which is fair enough. Preacher man, huh? Let's get... Well, do we want to get rid of clergy population? It's 0.22 over the optimal. Let's do it. Yeah, that seems fine. And actually, let's also buy these guys over here. Let's buy tanks and airplanes. We're just not at them yet because we need to continue buying up our artillery, which is coming in. Okay, next up, functionalism. Education efficiency, that'll be nice. Realist art, so some prestige there. Always good. Okay, white piece. Fair enough. In that case, we are going to definitely no longer do tanks, and we are definitely no longer going to do aeroplanes. However, I still want to stock up the artillery and the food. The second sex. Although some women try zealously to incarnate this essence, it is hardly patentable. It's frequently described in vague and dazzling terms that seem to have been borrowed from the vocabulary of the seers, and indeed, in the times of St. Thomas, it was considered in essence as certainly defined as the somniferous virtue of the poppy. A renowned Ethiopian suffragette has published a book on what can best be described as the subject of feminist theory, and the book is gaining a fair amount of attention both nationally and internationally. We can gain a bunch of prestige, and I'm going to do that. Bam! Fantastic. So, once we are done buying up all of our artillery, all of the artillery in the world is currently flowing into Ethiopia, then that's actually going to be done very soon here. Only a couple more days. Then we're going to start buying up the canned goods, and then we can change our taxes back. There we go. Now we're buying up the canned goods, and that's going to fill up very, very quickly. Excellent. And then the question is, do we want... Oh, we lost one of our generals. Do we want to start buying up tanks? I feel like we do. Although I also want to pay back our debt that we took, which was a kind of extreme amount, right? Oh no, this is... Hang on, this is loans given. We didn't go that far into debt. Right? No, we totally did. We totally went that far into debt. Okay, that's fine. We'll go to phenomenalism next as our tech. And then we're going to be able to start on tier 4. Which is great. So we're going to continue repaying our loans here because we're currently paying 51 in interest. And we're not buying up any tanks and airplanes right now because there don't appear to be any on the market. But that's okay. Actually, we've bought half an airplane. Okay, I don't know how we bought half an airplane. But that's interesting. Anyway, we need to continue repaying our debt. There we go. 54k left. Since we're making 500 pounds a day, though, that's not going to take long to repay. And the next time a big war breaks out, then we can start selling our stock. Which is fantastic. Continue repaying. We've cut our interest payments in half, so that is fantastic. Let's see, we've got tier 3 done on every tier now, or every tech tree at this point, so that's really, really good. And we can start in with tier 4. We still have a lot of possible inventions to come in. Oh, and we can actually do a reform. What do we want to do here? Well, what do we have for movements? Old age security, unemployment subsidies, voters' rights movement. They really want us to go to harassment. Maximum work hours would gain radicalism from that. They're at 11.1 right now. And actually, that's the one they really want. So let's go to a 10-hour workday. Excellent. There's a steel factory being built? Oh, we're expanding our steel factory. Right. Yep, that's a thing. Let's do another loan repayment. Okay. 22,000 left in debt. Then once we've paid off this debt, then we can cut our... Oh, okay. Egypt declared on us. Yemen didn't join. Persia did. But the UK is in this. The Ottoman Empire has joined as well. They shouldn't have. They absolutely should not have. Okay, so, we knew this was coming. The fact of the matter is, we couldn't make friends with any of the great powers because they refused to sphere us. Like, nobody would sphere us. The UK is super duper powerful. And there's basically no one in the world that can fight them. Because if we head into diplomacy here, and sort by military power... This is by military rank, but the USA is second after the UK. They're at 937. Compare that to 1749. The UK is like double ahead of everyone else. And they're willing to help Egypt, which is obnoxious, to say the least. There's not really a huge amount that we can do about it, other than we can bump up our spending, like so. We can also repay some of this loan, but I think I'm going to not for right now. And I'm going to hope that our allies keep the UK busy for a while. That would be nice. We're going to march up here and just see how this ends up going. Because the fact of the matter is nobody can fight the UK, and if the UK declares on us, it's pretty much just over. What are they demanding here? Liberation of Sudan. So, like our most valuable province. Thanks, guys. To be expected, I suppose. So, we should probably go for maybe a combat width reduction? We'll do something like that. And then the question is, do we attack? Or do we wait for them to come to us? Their military power is 42 compared to our current 22. That said, we have stockpiled weapons for this. Where are their armies? Ottomans are up here. They might actually be fighting the Ottomans. Let's consider doing something like this. Going in and seeing if we can get some war score early on. But I mean, it's 9 years to the end of the game. This probably wouldn't be a game ender, but we're never going to get back Sudan, and it's just going to be super duper awkward. Okay, here they are. They're coming into Haya. They have 36,000 troops. They'll arrive on 9 July. We'll arrive before then. They have another 18k over here. I suspect we're going to lose this battle. I don't think we can get out. 19 July. No, we can't get out. So it is what it is. Our organization isn't super high because they caught us off guard. But we're winning. Would you look at that? That's nice. Okay, we won that. These guys are heading into Atbara. I'm gonna let them. We're occupying Haya relatively quickly. Our first Gondar Guard is finishing right now. or, well, is constructing now. So that's great. Armored turrets is fine. These guys are walking into Khartoum. They'll get there on 14 August. We can actually cut them off and win this fight as well. And that's what I'm going to do. Wait, what? Oh, we can't cut them off. But we can catch them in Khartoum. And not take this attrition. Which would be awful nice. Now, I'm assuming our allies are just getting wrecked by Britain, right? They're kind of not. The Ottomans are invading Egypt very heavily. Britain is only in this war. Okay. Britain just hasn't turned up yet. Well, once they do, it's going to be a problem for us. Absolutely. Okay, there we go. We won that. Let's give it... They're going to arrive on 16 September in Atbara. From Atbara, they could move into any of these territories. Let's go here, because I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to try to go to Kassala. And we're just going to block that. Yep. Hello, Persia. Okay, so... we can't add a war goal here, right? Are the Ottomans the war leader? Hang on. Egypt. Add war goal. The war is not going well enough. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't expect that we're going to win this war. Ottomans. Ottoman reactionaries popped. That's really not good for us. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We're going to continue beating up on Egypt as much as we can. And eventually, the UK will turn up. There we go. We'll march these guys over here. And there's the UK. Yep. They just walked over through America. Well, that's going to be a problem. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see if we have any option whatsoever. I kind of feel like we don't, because we were kind of stymied at every turn by not being even in a tier 2 power. That said, I've learned a lot in this playthrough, and I feel like in future playthroughs I now know what to prioritize. But I'm not quite done with this one yet. So I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode, we'll see if there's anything we can possibly do. Like, maybe get the US in here? That would sure be nice. I mean, they just won't accept. Anyway, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all next time.